Okay. Mandawe. Ooh, flies. Mandawe. All right, I'm here. All my nature. Anyway, I'm here in case someone needs advice. I'm gonna be here for 32 an hour to answer Mandawe spirit related questions and anything to do with that, the water spirits and spirituality, right? So that is why I'm here. So hit me. Gosh. Hit me. See, when I'm doing this, it reminds me of, the TV adverts that you see, especially when people want money and they're using us, the Africans, the children, right? Those ones. So you'll see the children, when the flies are going on them, they can't even do this because they stop them from doing that. So they have to stay like this so a fly can come and stay on and get stuck on their face and stuff like that. So people can start putting more money for charity, isn't it? So it's for charity. Help these people. They're suffering. You see, like, let's not go there. Mandawe Faith, great to see you here. It's been a long time. Mandawe Thelma, it's great to see you as well, Thelma. It's been a long time. I hope you're getting well and you're doing well as well at your work. Manuva and Mandawe, yes, it's been a long time. Yes, yes. So that's what we're here. We're here to talk. I need a break as well. Whew. This is my break. I'm getting a break by being here, so I can talk to you. I can remember who I am, because this is where it all started. Yes. So how are you getting on? Sitting here by the, I know it's nothing, right? It is something. Sitting here behind the baobab tree. Let me tell you something that I didn't know about the baobab tree. Like we eat just the baobab, the fruit. Apparently, people eat the leaves as well. It's beautiful. It is like okra. It's like okra. Beautiful to eat. So if you don't know about that, that's a secret now. I've just given you something. You can eat it, the leaves. Ooh, like okra. Like that. So you can eat it like that. So yes, oh gosh, flies. Oh, and another thing anyway, the reason why I'm even doing this video, the Mandawe spirit video, Mandawe spirits and stuff like that. Remember, Mandawe spirits are all about nature, all those kind of things, water, drought. We're experiencing it at the moment. When I came, it was raining. It only rained for one day, but it hasn't been raining. Our cows are dying left, right. Remember, this is part of our gifts, right? If you're a Mandawe spirit carrier and this is your color is this brown, right? Maroonish color. So you'll be learning about that. So our cows are dying at the moment because it hasn't rained and all those kind of things. Yeah, they're dying, man. It's not a pleasant thing to see. It's not a pleasant thing to see. Our livelihood. Anyway, so that is what is happening. So what's happening to you guys? What have you been doing and how are things with you? And I can't even see myself properly because of the sun, isn't it? And stuff. I always love seeing myself while I'm talking to you. Anyway, hey Gog, it's been a long time not getting visits from my people. Yeah, absent without leave. Okay, all right. What's been happening with you? Well, how come they're absent without leave? Maybe they're letting you have a break so you can process things properly. It happens to most of us sometimes. They go so you can process things. Or sometimes you think they're absent without leave, but it's because of you are going through some things, so you don't remember your dreams, meaning that you're sleeping and you're waking up as if you never dreamt. That is the only time that I can think of ancestor spirits and guys going absent without leave. If you don't dream, right? Is that what you're experiencing, Manuva? Uh, is that what you're experiencing? Or, or, or you're doing some things and your people are not, they think they're just giving you information and you're not doing anything about it. And but sometimes it is us, it's not them, right? We are not doing what we're supposed to be doing. So there's no point that they need to keep on giving you information when you're not doing anything, right? It's really so who's absent? Is it you are absent by not doing what your people are asking you to do, or they're absent because they're giving you time to process, or they're absent because you are experiencing a lot of things, so you're mentally blocked, meaning that your dreams are not appearing, you're not remembering them. So which one is which? Because the first one, if it is you, it can be easily corrected, meaning that we just have to. We had a we had a fight on my paddling day. I think they are angry. All right. So you're fighting with people in your dreams. You're fighting with the people that we cannot see. Hmm. It can be resolved. Remember that there's nothing that cannot be resolved with ancestors, guys. Everything can be resolved. Sometimes, actually, if you think about it, I'm not saying this is you, Maneuver. If you think about it, a lot of times it is us, right? We think our people, they are not thinking things properly, right? Especially when there's a bit of confusion between us, the living, and them. We think what we are asking them to do, they are not performing their tasks as they're supposed to perform them. I mean, the spiritual realm, right? So, meaning that we are feeling, how do I say it the right way? I've been speaking Sotho a lot, so English is round, totally round. So it's like they're shortchanging you, right? Shortchanging you, meaning that even though they know the solution for certain things, but the way they are bringing them out to you, it is like as if they're bringing more confusion to you, to your life, right? When it's just us, we are not listening properly. We are not receiving information as we're supposed to. And because as the living, we tend to want to blame someone, right? The easy people who can be blamed are the sleeping ones, the ancestor spirits and guides, because they're in the spiritual realm. So we blame them instead of looking at ourselves. And it's difficult to look at ourselves and our own, to look at our faults and our lack, right? It's very difficult to look at ourselves. So a lot of time when I tell you here that I'm complaining to my ancestors, and I'll be feeling like seriously that my ancestors are really in the wrong, right? But after some time I realized that actually it was me. This is just me projecting. Sometimes you think it is them when it is you. When you're reflecting properly, when you're no longer in that state where you feel like things have to be running the way you want them to run. You're relaxed now. You find that it was you all along. Ancestors, they've got nothing to gain apart from helping you. Lindy Wetobela, Lindy, congrats, congrats. Hanya, 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 Hanya. Gosh, the flies will go in my eyes, in my mouth. Hanya, 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 Hanya. It was great to hear that you're now hanying. You're out there like a hanying within Zunza, right? So it's great to hear that Hanya, Hanya, and congratulations. You're now your Nzunza is activated. It's you, Lindy, isn't it? Maneuver, no Gog. I'm still at work in the field. Okay, but I miss them. Ooh, you miss them. Ooh. Tell them you miss them. How? You can't be missing ancestors like that. Hey, ancestors as well. Maybe they're playing those hide and seek. They want you to miss them even more. The thing is, they came and asked when I'm getting finished, but not specifying what. Then I gave them. You gave them what? Guess then they were gone in 60 seconds. Ah. Oh. So it's just a matter of miscommunication, isn't it? So you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Give them time. You'll be fine. They're out there just planning a big, what they call it. Now, this is, I'm not saying that's what they're doing. but the chances are that they're out there, putting things properly in a way that both of you can understand each other in the way that you're supposed to understand each other. By that I mean that sometimes when there's miscommunication, like what you're talking about here, miscommunication between you and the ancestors, they will have to come back with a better way that you can understand each other, right? Let's say they keep on speaking Sotho to you, you're Sotho, they are Sotho, they're speaking Sotho to you, and they can see that by bringing some messages in Sotho, you don't understand them better. They'll try and bring a little bit in English, in a language that sometimes we speak, right? Like I'm speaking it. So they'll bring it in that way that you understand the message, what they were trying to say to you in your language, because you didn't understand your language as they were speaking it. So they'll speak a different language, the language that you speak, what they call it. In Afrikaans, they will say your tal, your. They'll try to relate with you. They'll try to relate with you in a way that you'll understand. So it is all right. It's not nice to miss ancestors. So Thelma is asking, how did she activate her Nzunza? All is well, my site enjoying my journey. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. So Thelma is asking, how did Nzunza activate for you? How did it happen, Lindy? I would love to know as well. How did it happen? You don't have to give us everything. How did it happen for you? Because remember, activation happened in different ways. But oh my gosh, I'm sitting outside, right? There's a cow that has fallen, right? Dead. I told you that there's drought here. There's a cow that has fallen, right? And now the people haven't moved it. I'm here next to, if you can see, I'll try and face this so you can see. I'm next to that side. It is where the cows are, right? That side there. The village cows are that side. So they haven't removed the cow that has died. So the smell coming from that side, from the cow, it hits differently. I think I have to go to give them a spiritual warning, right? And a spiritual fine. They are making my ancestors smell this kind of nastinesses. So they might need some spiritual warning. Anyway, that is just me being me. So yes, how did it happen for you, Lindy? If you don't mind us asking, Thelma asking, how did it happen? The Nzunza activation. So yes, it happens in different ways for different people. It's not gonna be the same for everyone, the activation, but we always want to know, especially if it activates, especially those who are self-initiating, when it activates, the activation goes on when you're at home. We want to know how it happened, how you felt, what was happening to your body, and what was happening around there, what were you thinking. But if you're not ready here to share, you can share later on. But Gogo, they're keeping me overthinking, because I tend to think that they are hungry. They want something. You mean ancestors, they want to eat food. Now I feel like I'm the crazy one here. Remember, hungry for ancestors is different, guys. Hungry for ancestors is different. Now let me tell you about hungry people. They go crazy when it comes to these kind of things. They're hungry. For me, what I'm doing now, I'm feeding Mandawe spirit. What I'm doing this live session is Mandawe spirit based, right? Like I'm giving you advice, and it's about Mandawe spirit, meaning that I'm using Mandawe spirit to give you advice. What I'm doing now here on this live session, I am feeding Mandawe spirit. Now, if Mandawe spirits come to me, if I hear them saying to me they're hungry, or in the dream they're telling me they're hungry, that means I am not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I am not feeding them. Do you understand what I mean, Maneuver? Do you understand what I mean by hungry? Okay, come first, please. Let's hear you, so we can talk about feeding. Because people think feeding, you have to be going with food, going with food to the water. Oh my gosh, talking about going with food in the water. Guys, some people they do nasty things in the rivers. Guys, we should keep our rivers clean. Anyway, remember I'm talking about Mandawe spirits now. I'm gonna stand up for their rights. I know that a lot of us we do different things at rivers. Like people do things that they do, but we should keep our rivers clean. Hey, I've seen things that I don't think we're supposed to be seeing. Imagine going to do cleansing at the river and finding the things that we find there, bloods where you can see people have slaughtered. You're there, you're going to clean someone. You've seen people have slaughtered things there at the river. You're still seeing fresh blood. Guys, some things as gogos and the mkulus that we're doing there, the rivers, they are not normal. They are not normal. I know we should do those things that our people are asking us, but when we do them, when we move, we should be making sure that the next person who comes after as well will find the place as is supposed to be found. The things I found there, somewhere there in Joburg. Yeah. Okay, I saw a vision forming a triangle between me, food, and a lion. All right, give us a triangle between you, the lion, and food. Okay, give us the dream. And then what happened? A triangle between me, food, and the lion. This sounds like a dream I've had before. All right. And then what happened, maneuver? And then what happened? Let's see it. This chair. It's making a mess. To put oil on it. The lion is looking at me and I'm pointing at the table with food. So it went there to eat after showing it. And then okay, we'll wait for you to finish because that sounds like a scenario. A scenario meaning that like some scenarios comes with tests. You've been tested as well. Like they're showing you something. How do you do with that? What actually? Let's finish your dream. The lion is looking at me and I'm pointing at the table with food. So it went there to eat after showing it. I woke up. Okay. Okay, just think about it as in real life. The way you're just putting it for me, just look at it as a normal thing. You are with the lion there. Like when I'm saying normal thing, physical. You a human being. There's a lion there. There's food there. So what will make you want to point the food at the lion? Oh, is it the lion pointing at the food? The lion's looking at me. I'm pointing at the table with food. So, so how did you think? What did you think the dream meant? So we understand where you're going with this. When you woke up, what did you think the dream meant? Because you were directing, you were telling the lion what to do. What do you think the dream meant for you? And what kind of food was it? Was it the lion food? Because if it's the lion food, how come the lion food on the table? So, what did you think the dream meant for you? Sharing the food with lion. I'm from Bataung clan. Okay, it's your ancestors then. So you've got your ancestors there with you. So you're pointing food at them. So let's go back to you. You think that they are hungry. What kind of food was it? Was it the kind of food for the lion? So it was a plate, normal food like pap and meat, and hence I'm saying I think they're hungry. So you're giving them the wrong food. You need to give them the right food. Your people need to work. You need to give them the right food. You're pointing pap and something for the lion. You, the human being, needs to eat that food and feed your people with people, giving people using your lions, your ancestors with their gifts to feed people, meaning that your people need to be eating through you. Guys, okay, when I'm saying guys, because sometimes I forget myself. These guys needs to end. The Gogos and the Mkulus. Our ancestors, when they come to us, they come to give us gifts, right? Meaning that those gifts, they need to be used. When they're showing you how to heal people, you need to heal people. If you don't heal people, your ancestors are going to be hungry. They're going to be hungry, meaning metaphorically, they're going to be metaphorically hungry. This is symbolic. They want to eat. Eating means they need to be fed the right food, meaning that you need to bring people to them so that they can heal those people. You need to give people out information so that they are feeding through sharing wisdom and information to the people. Like what I'm doing, I am feeding here. I'm not giving the water spirits, the crocodiles, pap on the table, pap, what do you call it? Pap and meat on the table. If my crocodiles or my lions are hungry, I need to make sure that I'm feeding them. I am using them in the way that they can be used. Manuva, you're lying now. You're lying to me. Manuva, I can even remember all the dreams that you've been sharing. Those dreams that you've been sharing, those dreams were proper your people showing you how you heal people. And they were teaching you on what kind of diseases you'll be dealing with and how they're going to be helping you deal with those people. I don't know what you're talking about, Manuva. Like I told you even last time that when we were talking, that the dreams we were sharing, they were dreams that you share normally when you're working with people, because they'll be giving you those kind of deep information, like big information, when they want you to be working. What are you talking about? I am sweating here. They never show me how to heal. How do you want them to show you how to heal? If you go on all the live session maneuver that you've been sharing all your dreams with me, those dreams were healing dreams. There were dreams that they were teaching you that they work like this. There were dreams that they were teaching you about diseases and how people get diseases. So meaning that when those people are coming to get those people with those diseases that they were showing you were sharing here on this live sessions with me, it means that your people will be showing you, giving you even mutis, medicine, showing you that you go and get muti like this from this place. So that is how all the healers work. Our people don't come with information, muti, and we store in the house, and then people start coming to us. No, our people show us. They give us information, meaning that we're gonna be working with people like that in preparation. We're gonna be working with people like that. So when people are coming in, so your people will be showing you, meaning that your people will be giving you information on the spot, meaning that when someone comes in, like I said, maneuver. Some of us, even me as I am like this on my own, if you find me on my own, I know nothing about healing, nothing whatsoever. The only thing that I know is the things that I remember my people are teaching me. But when I'm working, it means that my people will be the ones taking over and healing people. All the information now, when I'm not healing people, when I don't have someone with me healing them, that means every night they will be giving me information that I'll be healing, even the things that the people who are going to be coming in 5 years' time, they'll be showing me, oh, we're going to be, this is the kind of line you'll be going towards. You know this kind of things. We heal like this, we heal like that. This is when you don't have people around. We heal like this, we heal like that, we heal like this. Then when people are coming in, then you see information coming in faster. So with your information, if you were, let's say you were doing what I'm doing here online, it means that with the dreams that your people were giving you, because there were information, big information they were giving you. So it means that if you're going on this YouTubes, TikToks and stuff, you'll be sharing, meaning that you'll be feeding your people. The information that your people are giving you, you'll be sharing with people, meaning that you'll be making yourself available to people who will be able to come to you. So when they come to you, your people will take over. That's when the chances, because you don't know anything about healing people, but they chance you, they take over, they heal people. But they've been telling you how to heal people. That one you cannot lie to me, because I've got I can go back to my previous live session, and I can tell you lie. If this is how you talked about your people, that's not true. So far, they only gave me one person to cleanse, and I did go. Yeah, so you're working. So you're working. You know how to heal people. Remember, you can only heal people when they're coming to you. You can only heal people when they're coming to you. And as well, sometimes you can't say they've given you one person. You need to be out there and market yourself. The ancestors, they know. People now have to use marketing. You need to be out there. Out there means you do what I'm doing here, so that people they get used to you. They get used to knowing that you're there, so they can come to you. Oh my gosh, the smell of that nonsense. So yes, you're working. So your people will not be giving you, and nothing happens. So they'll go. They'll just be waiting around as well. The same way as you're waiting as well, they'll wait. So feed them. Make sure you feed them the right food. Spiritual food. Don't feed them physical food. Feed them spiritual food, meaning that you need to make them work. Remember that. That is feeding our ancestors. You don't feed ancestors things that ancestors cannot even eat. They will be eaten by ants. Remember that a lot of things we are doing is symbolic. We do symbolic things physically and spiritually. Our ancestor spirits and guides are spiritual beings, meaning that feeding, even though we symbolically do feeding as in physical, we need to feed spiritually. We need to do spiritual feeding, not physical feeding. You understand? Even you, when they are feeding, they're feeding you. You are a physical person. They are feeding you by giving you money, right? Meaning that when people are coming to you, you get money. So they are feeding you physically. You're getting physical money that you can physically use. But ancestors cannot physically use things. So they cannot physically use food. So we spiritually feed them, meaning that we give them what they love. You understand? What they love. Anyway, understand, Gogo. That's what we want. Understanding. So feed your people, please. Oh, the lions, the batangu. So that's beautiful. That's beautiful. So anyway, we can hear 20. The goats are in here, guys. The goats here are even eating my sorghum meal. That's how hungry they are. So yes, Dawe. So that's what we were here to do. So anyway, we don't have, you guys are not sharing anything. So I'm not gonna be here just to be watched, right? Just there, you watching me, guys. There's a lot of things you can do with this tree that I'm standing behind. A lot of beautiful things you can do with this. Even the flowers, the dried flowers, beautiful things you can do with it. I'm sharing medicinal stuff. Beautiful things you can do with the flowers when they dry. Now, since we are Mandawe spirit people, we're talking about nature. I'll get you something. So, beautiful things you can do with this. This is from the baobab tree. It's the baobab flower. Beautiful, beautiful, important stuff you can do with this. I can't share because it's beautiful, but your ancestors will share with you. Even me, I need to make physical cash. But this one, this is baobab plant. This is the baobab leaves, right? Beautiful things you can do with this. Actually, besides beautiful as a herbal thing, you can eat this. It's like a okra, like I said. It's like okra. And someone was telling me about the bao, what they call it, the, when you scrape, when you take the what they call it, the skin of it, but the tree doesn't have skin. What they call it? That thing, the roughness bit of it, right? When you take it, oh, ladies, uh-huh, a lot of things can be done with those things. Yes, Baba tree is there at Musina, but we are not at Musina. We are here in Hakivi. So yes, Togoza's Paul. Oh, use Paul. It's been a long time. Stunning dress. You know this dress. You know the dress. I'm always wearing it. I'm taking it everywhere I go. Yes, so we were talking about just small things. Yes, you can do a beautiful thing with that. Yes, beautiful thing with this one. Besides eating it, and this one as well. So this one, someone taught me about this. This is how beautiful it is when you're not thinking about something and someone just comes and tell you about, give you some things, like share some medicinal stuff with you about these things. Some things I can't share because you don't want to share a lot of things online, and then some people will start using them in the wrong way because people are like that. Anyway, I think I must pay you a visit. You must, maneuver, you must, so we can hear your people properly because it looks like you're stressing them. So, yes, you must. But I'll be leaving this place soon. I'll be leaving this place soon. So yes. Togoza Gogo Bonga Togoza, how can you tell between pre-self-initiation stage when they are introducing you to certain things and the self-initiation stage and levels? I mean the name. Oh, did I miss someone? Oh, God, it's hot. Greetings. Oh, okay. Who's this? Kwena, greetings and thanks for educational content. Oh, you're welcome. My question is, can a giant black snake in a desert signify a rainstorm? I don't know much about that. Mandawe spirits, if they want to channel through and explain this thing to me. Ndawe. Can a giant black snake in a desert signify rainstorm? Mandawe, Ndawe. This is a question for you. If you're happy to give me this, Ndawe. We'll wait if Mandawe spirits are ready to tell me about this. I don't know much about this. Thelma, what tree is that? Okay, that is the baobab tree. Bonga Togoza Gogo Togoza. How can, okay, that's the pre-self-initiation. A lot of people, they've been pre-self-initiating from a young age, right? Initiation has started a long time ago. So you would have known that as you were growing up, you used to dream about lots of big things and stuff like that. You used to see a lot of things. That is pre-initiation stage, self-initiation stage, right? A lot of us are pre-initiating anyway. So when we are ready to twasa, meaning that to properly self-initiate, it happens differently for other people. Others, they'll go through, this is when I'm talking about when it starts like to go deep now. Some people, they go into what they call spiritual depression. A lot of things stops. Because that prepares you for the journey, the proper journey ahead, where your people are going to be working now properly with you. You go through that. Things stops and difficulty. That will be part of the pre self-initiation stage as well, where things It's like your life, everything get blocked in your life. Some of us, when we're working, we're going to school, those things, it doesn't make any sense anymore. That is pre. I'm not talking about when you were growing up. This is pre, before they start properly initiating. A lot of things stops. If you are in relationships, you go through a lot of struggle in there. Because it depends on the kind of person you're with, because the people we are with is either, if your people are not going to be able to initiate you properly with them around, it will mean that there's not going to be peace in that relationship, right? Until that goes away, meaning that, when I'm saying goes away, it's not a nice thing, isn't it? Some people, they go through those kind of separations and stuff like that, divorces and stuff like that, and you don't understand why. You were in love, you thought you were in love, and things just stops. You were working properly, everything was going right at work, and then boom, everything stopped. People seems to be, something just goes wrong there, so that you leave that place, so that your people can start preparing you nicely. So like I'm saying, it's like a spiritual depression, because all those things will give you depression, because there's no income coming in for a lot of us. There's no income coming in. You're trying this, it doesn't work. You're trying that, it doesn't work. Your people just want you by yourself, right? That would be if you're not helping them. For those actually who are unable to help them process this properly, so they will stop a lot of things. Now, this is what I was explaining. I was explaining the hardcores, when those people who didn't understand a little bit of spirituality, a lot of things will stop, like proper stop. So that means they have you on your own. But if you understood it a little bit, spirituality a little bit, like a lot of people, they start watching these videos, meaning that they are preparing themselves before they go into proper self-initiation. They are preparing themselves. So you'll be watching this kind of healers and stuff like that, meaning that even though you don't know that you started, but you are going on in the process, you're starting like that. So when you start initiating properly, it means you'll be the lucky ones, because you are not coming in as like a newcomer. You understand a little bit of things, so therefore they can even initiate you while you're still even working in your normal job. So things will go just normal. Even in your relationship, the relationship where you're in, if it is a relationship, guys, flies galore here. So the relationship you're in, if it is a relationship that is helping you towards your spiritual path, it means that everything will go smoothly. If the person you're with is supportive. But if the person you're with is not supportive, you find that you have a problem there. You definitely have a problem there. Your ancestors cannot work around that kind of thing. You understand? You have a problem. You resist, but you have a problem. But if you have a supportive person, that means they can even initiate you. They'll start initiating you properly. Remember, they'll start initiating you properly. Being at your normal job. When I'm saying normal job, I mean the job that is not spiritual, the other bit that gives you income, that income that is separate from the spiritual income, like as a healer. So they are not spiritual, they are all incomes. It's not spiritual income, it is work. Yes, so we are self-employed. So anyway, what I'm trying to explain is the pre-initiation stage and the proper initiation stage. Those two, they are different from every person. They're different from all individuals. Now, if you are someone who listens to their ancestors and listen to their messages properly, go back to them and reply to them and everything, they will self-initiate you wherever you are. But it depends. But some stages, sometimes you might not be able to be at the place you're in, because if you're dealing with certain things, deep things, you might need to be separated from the rest, right? From people, yeah, there's things like that. But I cannot say it will be like this for one and it will be like this for the other. It is different for everyone. But a lot of time we know when we are going deep in it. That's when you seek mentors, or they send you to mentors, or if you're going to be transitioning, someone's going to be transitioning you, meaning that a gobela, they will direct you to a gobela, because they are telling you that this, from now on, it is proper training. You have to be at school to be trained. Now, self-initiation, you're about to go on you're about to be trained, but on a part-time basis by a mentor. So that means they will direct you towards that person. They wouldn't, self-initiation, right? Even though you self-initiate, they will send you a mentor, they will send you someone, they'll direct you towards someone. What that person does is they help you with what you're experiencing. They help boost your confidence, because you're gonna need that. So you'll know. Let's see if I've answered you properly. Okay, where was I? I was talking to Bonga. Okay, when they are introducing you to certain things in the self-initiation stage and levels, I don't know levels. I do not know levels. You see me, they've started me 2019. My self-initiation started properly 2019, and I can be specific and say July, right? But the levels, they go in different stages. Now, even when I'm training someone new, it's not the same as at the beginning, at the early stages when I was training someone new. At the early stages, every time when I go to train someone new, I'll go into some kind of like a depressive state, not depressed. Depression is different, guys. Depression is totally different. Depressive state, meaning that when I'm training deeply, like a full-time training, even when I'm going on live session like this, some days you'll see, even when I'm there, that it is hard work. So I'll be in a different level, meaning that as you ascend spiritually, you change even the way you deal with things when they come to you. Oh my gosh, these flies. So the levels now, we're talking about levels, guys. My hair is messy. I've been doing lots of work here. So how the hell did this fly like do this? Hey, this heat. It's like what I'm talking, they're just too much now. The levels and the stages. So there are different stages when you go into different levels spiritually. When I'm saying different levels for me spiritually is that as you get better at your work and you meet other spirits and guides, remember that you start with the way I've been working, and I see how people work with others when I'm helping others. You start with a group of ancestor spirits and guides. As you go high up the level spiritually, you move up. You don't move up with them, right? When you move up, you meet others as well. Spiritually, you meet others. So it's a different level. It's like going from high school, from primary school to secondary school, from secondary school to university. From university as well, you're going up there. You understand? Spiritually, we are talking about. So it will be different. You'll know as well when you're self-initiating that you're now so strong. Even when you're going into something, you're being trained for something different, totally different. You're not gonna take it as like the way you started, like you're in nursery school, still doing. My name is Mighty. I didn't know I can become Moholo Makosi Makolo Tlohol. Yes, now when I'm training properly as Moholo Makosi Makolo Tlohol. I'm no longer training as like a Mighty where I'm still doubting what the hell is happening. So it's different. So the levels they'll be approached differently by different spiritual people, depending on how spiritually matured you are. So it's not one size fits all. It's never been. Our spirituality has never been one size fits all. Okay, where was I? That is when I was answering Bonga. Okay, and when they're introducing you to, and they introduce you to certain things from young age, really young age. So it's not like they can introduce you to even divination bones when you're still 4 years old. You can dream about that. They can introduce you to medicine plants, like these plants, you use it like this when you're 5 years and 6 years, if you can remember the dream very well. So Those are introduction to certain things. They can introduce you to how you're going to be healing people even when you're 10 years old, and you start working at 40 years old. So introduction, you start early. You start early. They prepare you from a young age up to the age that you're in. Remember the preparations as well. Preparations, like I was explaining to Maneuver there, is that your people will give you small information now, and you can only use it when that particular those people who need that thing comes in. So those things, small things that they introduce you to, you might find that you thought it was just introduction is nothing important, but you found that it's very important after you've gone through your self-initiation process. So in spirituality, you know, the pre is just us. We just want to say, at this age I was feeling like this, I've seen this, I've seen that, I've seen that, right? But you just have to watch how your process is going, right? Your spiritual, your journey is going. Thelma, I mean the name. Gosh, which name, Thelma? Of the tree. Okay. Okay, Maneuver must pay me a visit. Okay. Togoza, Beth, what a blessing to catch you live. Oh, Dawe, Maneuver, same here. Okay, last night I had a dream of a group of men. One of them said they will teach me to femba, or I must femba, something along those lines. Oh, that's beautiful, Beth. That's beautiful. They'll teach you. They'll teach you. Watch out. Watch out. They tend to teach a lot of people how to femba and fembisa someone in dreams. Okay, they'll teach you those things. Where the dreams, where they will show you how femba session works and how the process goes when someone is fembing. They'll do that. Maneuver, okay. You see, Gogo, I'm on a spiritual depression too. Hence, I'm saying it is best if I pay you a proper visit before you go back to UK. Yes, yes. I'll be in Joburg. I think I'll be in Joburg from the 20. Because I need to return the car. I'll be in Joburg from the 24th. Yes, 24th. My time has changed now. So if you want to catch me in Joburg from the 24th, I'm here in Limpopo until the 23rd. So I'll be there. So you'll catch me there if you're around that side. Okay. You see, I'm on a spiritual. Okay. Yeah, do catch me. I have noticed that everything when you are here at home, it's always keeping me somewhere whereby I cannot get to you. And you happen to be my mentor. Okay, all right. Okay, you need to come. Authentic Minds, Tobela. Thelma, you have to have thick skin. Okay. Togoza, you explain it really well on my side, Togoza. My journey with African spirituality started in 2018, but my awakening started in 2010. Between a bee just came into Ndawe. Thank you so much, Ndawe. Okay, I've got people, they're going to be drilling, they're going to be welding, those doors, doing the welding, so it's going to be noisy here. So I'm going to be finishing now. And don't forget to click those like buttons if you're here, so that you can do this is encouragement. You're hitting the encouragement now. And in Dawu, and I think I did explain to you before that with Mandawe spirits, this is not only the Njeti, they've got different kind of Njetis. So when you see Njetis, different Njeti, the flowers, the emblem, it's not the same, right? It's important that we know this. It's not the same. In the southern hemisphere, we've got this emblem. In the northern hemisphere, they've got a different kind of emblem. Remember that. I think I talked to my mentee. She was introduced to it. Gogo Husa, if you watch her on YouTube, she's there. Gogo Husa. She's the one who, her Mandawe spirits introduced us to Mieri. They call it Mieri in the Southern American, the Native Americans, Mieri. Yes, I've been working with the Native Americans It's beautiful, this journey. This journey is beautiful. So they use Miri. This is not, they use a different flower for their njeri. They call it njeri, they call it Miri. That is the stuff. I think this one I'll let Gogo Husa explain it a little bit because she came with it. Her people are the ones who came with it. Watch her on YouTube. I worked with her. She's really good. Bonga, they recently told me about levels. They were healing me in the dream for level 4, but then realized that I had not been properly healed for level 1 to 3. They laughed at me in the dream. That's beautiful. That's interesting. I love ancestors when they do that. I had a vision where I was at the colored people area and wanted to go through, and that guy said to me, "You can pass, Gate." Oh, that's beautiful, Gedla. So you call Gate. Okay, that's beautiful. So, maneuver, yes, get hold of me, we'll talk properly. Yes, let's align our ancestors to align. Anyway, so I'm going off here. My father is here, he's gonna be welding the door. Welding. He's doing my door here. So they're here. And we'll talk to you, and let me just go and greet the old man, and we'll talk again. And I think I'll have time to do the live sessions when I'm in Joburg. I've been too busy here. I haven't, I've never been like feeling like this. I haven't even actually enjoyed being at home this time. I really haven't. I was like that busy that you don't enjoy being in a place, spirituality or not. I'm being honest. I haven't had time to just go around in the forest, walk around, and stuff like that. But anyway, it has been too hot. As you can see, the flies, they are playing with me. So anyway, we'll talk properly, right? And Mandawe. Let me just read that word and I'm going. They came and we were talking, and I don't know about what, but I can remember asking them about car. Then the answer was, we even forgot about the car. Started at 6 years. All right, Kanyang. We'll talk again. Remember that we'll do proper live sessions when we got the time. I was just feeding my Mandawe spirits, okay? I was just feeding them because otherwise they like being fed a lot. So I had to feed them.